Welcome. Thank you for joining me here today as we discuss the energies of March and all of the cosmic lineups that are happening. And we are also going to connect in to the Hall of Records and receive guidance through various beings of light, but including the Councils of 12. And I will be sharing information that is streaming in live as we move forward. So tapping into the energies of March before we get really into all of the timeline. The energies that are coming in are really going to be moving fast. They are going to be bringing in a lot of illumination. And the way that I'm seeing it now is a holographic image of the time frame within this month of March. It is showing me that there will be some illumination coming in and tapering into full full brightness coming in, like towards the end of the third week of March. So I would say March like 20th on. There is all of this white light that's coming in after that. So what I'm getting with the illumination is several different things. It is the awakening of the light within. So there's going to be a lot of pockets or packets or downloads or awakening codes coming in, light codes, neutrinos, packets of photonic light, galactic activations, a ton of just codes streaming into and onto the planet, into our crown chakra, connecting in with our cosmic lineage, the quantum DNA, activating more of that internal divine blueprint or divine pathways, so that more of your inner technology is turned on and received, attuning your internal antennas to your higher self, to all of those streams of multidimensionality that connect through you and into the earth to help ground those those light codes that are coming in for you into the ley lines of the crystalline earth, bringing it into the Akashic records, awakening your connection to those Akashic records. So there's a lot that's happening with this activation on a very personal level, and then also into the collective. So you can, regardless of where you are, is what I'm hearing, that you will receive and be receiving some level and opportunities for expansion, growth, and even further into enlightenment is what I'm hearing. There's going to be those of you that are bringing in enlightenment codes or resurrection codes with the spring equinox that is bringing in the Christ itself. This is for those of you who have integrated fully the masculine, feminine aspects of self. And once that is done, then you're able to hold the energetic connection, pulse point is what I'm hearing, through the center column into the heart of the crystalline core of the ascended earth, which, since there is no time or space, earth has already ascended, as have those who have agreed within their own soul contracts to do so. So what I'm getting is there is going to be a very large bandwidth of illumination or awakening going on throughout the month of March. There is a lot of electricity that will be coming into and onto the planet. The electricity is masculine, and it is coming through the central sun, through the sun. We will be having a lot of solar activity through the month of March. The solar activity is also emitting plasmic rays that come through the sun from the central sun and into and from other universal streams of consciousness. This is because the heart of God, or the universe, creator, prime, central, prime creator, God, or whichever words you use for a higher power, you can insert that here. It is the heart of everything, which connects to our heart. Our heart holds the stargate or portal or gateway to all versions of ourselves. And through that same connection, we are connected to and through the gateway or through the portal or stargate of God, which then connects all aspects of ourselves into and through all of eternity. It is the stream of consciousness that all consciousness stream from. It is the connection point from a magnetic to electric circuit. It is the completion of beginning and end. It is the in-breath and out-breath through this connection point through the heart. It is where we draw in our Christed self, and when we move through that corridor of ascension, it is through the inversion of this heart space where everything collapses within itself to create the totality of you in one space. So March is a gateway, or it is a segue, bringing us into this corridor for full illumination for a very small percentage of people on this planet. But it is a very large opportunity for people to awaken to more of their higher self, awaken and acknowledge more of their consciousness, more of their potentiality, more of their internal technology, or more of their innate God abilities. There will be, let's see, so let's go through. I'm going to stop channeling for a moment, and I want to go through specific dates. And as we move through those dates that will be occurring in March, let's see if we can get some further clarification about what might be coming in around those specific gateways or times that are coming in, timelines. So on March 1st, we have Venus going retrograde. Then we have in sequential order. Then we have Mercury going retrograde on 3/15. We have the lunar eclipse and a full moon on 3/14. We have a solar eclipse on 3/27. What else do we have? We have on 3/30, Neptune enters Aries. And that's the first time that it has been there since 1875. This is going to be pretty impactful with the amount of awakening, because this is tied to the awakening. It's also tied to the energies that are coming in for transformation. So the transformation of the planet, the transformation of ourself, the transformation of our galaxy, the transformation of the universe, and then beyond that. It is one system impacting the other. Everything that is happening within us is happening to the planet and happening to the within the cosmos and beyond that as well. So this month is all about moving you towards that time frame between the end of March, the last week of March, and into the beginning of the fall, September, October. There will be, this is where I see we will have two major movements that are both occurring within us and on the planet. for full illumination, this brightness that will be all pervasive. It will be an understanding as well. So if you look at the planetary lineups, you're able to see the correlation between how this unveiling occurs, right? So it's piece by piece. First, with Venus going retrograde, this is going to be bringing into full view the limitations that we've placed upon ourselves as we view ourselves in our temples, our physical bodies. It's how do you see yourself? How do you want to be seen? It's your love of self. It is your beauty and how you perceive beauty. It is your home and your finances. It is how you receive and give and reciprocity. It is how well balanced your heart chakra is and all of your chakra system, because it is this giving and receiving. It's a magnetic and electric pulse, right? It is how you interplay within that balanced energies and how you want to be, how you would like to be seen. So you have Venus retrograde. This is all of this moving, turning inward to spend some time in understanding more about that. You have the full moon eclipse on 3/14. And again, this is releasing more of what no longer serves you. So as you begin to reflect upon how you view yourself and how you appreciate the beauty of self and that around you, it also is going to be releasing from you with this lineup, eclipsing from you anything that is less than your divine perfection, anything that is holding you back. A lot about belief systems, a lot about your perception of self, and beliefs are how we manifest reality, because we can only create to the limit or to the degree that we believe it is possible. So anything that is keeping you from the belief of your ability to receive divine intervention, divine support, guidance, for you to receive your Christed self within you, for you to receive your divine inheritance and your divine abundance. All of those things that are keeping you, those belief systems that you've been entrained with or that are not yours, that you've carried forward, that you own and operate within your own internal operating system, those things are being dismantled if it is a part of your divine agreement. And if it is in your book of life to ascend or to move into ascension status during this time frame, those things are being dismantled from you, those belief systems. From inception to age 7, we are entrained with belief systems that allow us to create with our pineal gland, our projector, our third eye projector, right? It is those belief systems then create the guidelines for the parameters of what we want to project into our reality to experience as our divine creator self. And so those belief systems are only relevant when you are in that place of living from karmic implications. As you release the need for karma, the belief systems no longer have relevance and the reality that you wish to create. So they are being dismantled. They're being replaced by you through things, opportunities, situations, relationships that may appear to be a breaking down of relationships, of reality, things that are occurring in your physical life, meaning things could show up like your job, a job transition or relocation in your physical home, or transitions of those in your immediate family units or friendships that will not be in your life through one means or another, one way or another. Mirrors that you no longer need. So when your belief systems change, everything else changes with it, because they're only there to support your belief systems. If they are no longer necessary and you need belief systems that align to mirror back to you your divine abilities or your amazingness or the light that emanates from you. So having reflected back to you all your higher divine attributes, those are the type of mirrors that will then start replacing the outdated mirrors. So I'm also I see March as being the month of more transition, more coming in, more moving into the right place, relocating, aligning to the ley lines in physical form and the physical place on the planet where you need to be, so that you can connect to the people that you're meant to connect to, the opportunities that you're meant to connect with. I'm seeing new job positions or new ideas for business to come into your awareness to show up for you. I'm also seeing an awakening of your divine gifts, or even if you already are connected to your extrasensory abilities or your clairs, they're going to be picking up or compounding or awakening other aspects of those gifts. There is a deepening and I can say deepening and expansion all at the same time of those gifts. There will be more connection in your dream space, or when you go into meditation, it will feel more surreal. It might feel more surreal. It will feel more tangible as you connect into other aspects of yourself. One of the things I've noticed, and I have noticed over the last 10 years, is this understanding that I don't really, this isn't for everybody, but this is my belief, and maybe this will be something that shows up for you as well, is what I'm getting. But I understand that the beings of light that I channel are also elements of myself and a part of my monadic structure. And sometimes they are very much a part of my awareness of who I am. And I can connect into that energy in a different way than it would be channeling or opening my intuitive self for information from another being that's separate from self. What you may start noticing is that you're merging with more elements of your multidimensionality, bringing those pieces all together to create more seamlessness in all of these fractals of self. So that means all of that soul retrieval that you've been doing is actually working. So you're bringing in all those aspects of self, and they're becoming more available for you to lean into, to integrate with more of your memory. So you can connect with the memory of these aspects of self. Maybe you'll see yourself in other parallel realities that are happening as you are in this particular now moment. And these are not all earth embodiments. It may be you in other dimensions, other experiences that are amazing. And so you'll be able to connect into the knowledge that you contain and hold within yourself and other aspects of self. So that's really, it's really cool. And so I see that happening more, that coming to pass more. There is an understanding of your multidimensional self or your quantum self, and how bringing in more of your own innate essence allows you to stay in an elevated frequency. By staying in a higher frequency, you stay connected to all of the streams of consciousness that are connected in with higher frequencies. It will allow you to continue to set a new baseline on a spiritual level, a new baseline on your multidimensional self, where you don't backslide, as I'm sure some of you can appreciate. You don't backslide into older aspects of yourself, right? So like, as more light integrates within you, it releases from you all of the triggers, or the pathways are kind of deviated and closed, that will take you back into into old timelines or old parallel realities. It's meant to keep you elevating forward from this point forward. I think I've spoken with many people and we've shared stories, and it's always a wonderment that you can get to a certain position, or not a position, but maintaining and holding a frequency. And then sometimes, life happens and you're right back, it feels, to where you started. And you have to kind of really work on maintaining and holding your frequency to be able to pull yourself into the position that you were knocked off of, right? Or into this vibration where you were holding. So it's kind of, to me, it feels like we're moving into a point of no return, so that your baseline is now elevated to a certain point where your frequency isn't going to backslide anymore. And that in and of itself is a relief, right? Because it can be very challenging to keep redirecting yourself and keep pulling yourself back up into this spiral of your truth, when everything around you is designed to keep pulling you back in the other direction. And that's the nature of energy. It pulls you up and it pulls you down. The polarities are meant to do that for us to experience reality here on this planet. So when you reach a certain baseline, that this is what I'm seeing is happening at the last week of March, that you're reaching a baseline that will allow you to create a new platform that doesn't slide into past experiences. So that's pretty amazing. As you connect into this new energy, and this is another thing that I think is so amazing. The earth is actually ascending okay, let me kind of reframe this. So the third eye of Earth, the whole chakra system of Earth, is rebalancing and moving into higher dimensional energies. And with that, it's moving within the Earth locationally. The third eye for Earth is actually a monadic kind of chakra, and it moves. It's the only one of the 7 that actually moves, and it's moving towards so from the North Pole, it's moving south towards, I believe, Siberia. And as it moves, then the South Pole moves, and the South Pole is moving more around towards Australia and New Zealand, towards the Australian plate. That energy, when it begins to move, is going to be creating Earth movements as well. So that inner vision for Earth is becoming activated, and that's the new Earth, as goddess Terra, that is goddess Gaia in her ascended form, is visualizing for humanity and for herself. Well, we are tied intrinsically to the energies of Earth through the Schumann resonance frequencies, which are connected to our brain and electrical part of our electromagnetic field, and through our heart, which is a magnetic part of our electromagnetic field. Through our heart and our brain, we are experiencing more physical energy from that movement of the North and South poles within Earth. So within our own physical bodies, we are experiencing movement of our chakra system And so with that, you may be experiencing physical sensations within the heart space. Can be heart fluctuations or energy patterns within your physical heartbeat. It could be the way that your brain is reorganizing. You may have issues with more of your memory recall. But particularly, I'm seeing the eyes, the physical eyes, the occipital lobes, parietal lobes, because it is the occipital lobes and the parietal lobes in the back of the brain that is kind of reformatting. So along with the nervous system and the endocrine system, you may notice hormonal changes, changes with the hormonal system, thyroid in particular, because it is the throat chakra and fifth dimensional gland of the endocrine system. So with that, you could be getting really zapped or feel that you're getting zaps of electrical charge, electrical energy. You could be getting very hot within your physical body. And you could even have dizziness or vertigo. You could have issues with your physical eyesight, because there are very fast frequencies that are happening in the back of the brain, because the parietals are about how you move with your sensory through your time and space, and that is being upgraded. There's a lot of kids that are on the spectrum, the autism spectrum. There could be learning disabilities or learning challenges or learning differences that not only children, but those older adults or teens or young adults who also came in with their parietals, with their sensory abilities highlighted, heightened, and they are the precursor, they are the trendsetter or the catalyst for the change, the evolution of the human body, the evolution of the human mind, soul, the evolution of humanity. And so they have been holding so much energy for humanity and allowing for the awakening of our extra sensory perception, our telepathic communication. And it is for them holding that space that we are able to, our bodies are able to take that same transmission. As you know, we all have antennas, every soul, every person on this planet, and then every part of our DNA has an antenna. So it is being met with that energy of them holding it, that has been more accessible for everyone to be able to connect into that extrasensory ability. So there will be more light streaming through the pineal gland and pituitary gland. That light allows for a deeper prism, an expanded prism of eyesight, to be able to see more vibrant colors. And also that is translated through the hearing, and hearing sounds, higher pitched sounds. You can even think about, they're showing me like a dog whistle. You know how dogs hear a whistle, but humans do not, right? It is a different pitch. And so the pitch and frequencies are becoming more accessible for some people, depending on your own wishes and desires for experiencing it. And through the eyes, more vividness. So it also means those people who have extrasensory perception of empathic abilities, or feeling energy, it's the emotion, it's sensing emotion. There will be a deeper level of feeling, and that feeling allows you to take in whatever frequencies are being emitted around you, and to dissect it or understand it, or to actually feel the energy of it, the motion of the energy, and have automatic understanding of what people are thinking or feeling around you. And so you'll be able to even hear their thoughts, because the thoughts are projected through the electromagnetic field of the heart, because they are not contained within us. Our thoughts move beyond our physical form, and this deeper level of feeling allows you now to pick it up kind of like a telegraph wire. So you'll be able to read people's thoughts, what they're thinking and feeling immediately. And that is pretty amazing. You also become more telepathic, especially with, I'm also seeing more telepathic communication with your pets, or with the animal kingdom, or other etheric beings of light. So like with plant elementals, crystal elementals, earth elementals in general, elementals within the ocean and within rivers. There'll be a deeper communication that's more accessible to other realms of energy, other etheric realms. There'll be a deeper connection with those who have crossed over, and mediumship will become even more. Just show me that mediums will have a different connection with those who have crossed. They feel almost tangible to some mediums, people that have crossed over, and their ability to then help bridge the separateness from people who are still remaining on Earth, on planet, who want to connect with those that they have lost. There will be such a beautiful bridge of connection, of understanding that leaving the physical body is not the end of all connection, that there is still a beautiful and more intimate connection with those that we have lost, because they never really leave your energetic field. All things that you have thought and feeling for never leave your energetic system, the energy of you. And so this understanding will allow for a greater compassion and care for all sentient beings, because it will become more evident of the connection of all life, of how everything is connected in the field of oneness, in the quantum field. And that's very beautiful. So all of this is being really like anchored in throughout the month of March. Through this solar eclipse, we'll be letting go of anything that's keeping us from that. And then as we move into more of the solar eclipse that occurs on 3/27, and that's also around the spring equinox, this is bringing in the diamond light frequencies. This is bringing in the plasmic rays, it's the plasmic waters. It is the ambiotic fluid in the womb of all creation, the mother of all creation, that is holding this beautiful bowl of plasmic diamond light or rainbow frequency. It is the spark of all creation, and it holds all potential and possibility within it. It is being offered as a shower of awakening for humanity. And that will be coming in through the solar eclipse, around the solar eclipse, as we bring in all of that solar energy through the solar gateway, or the 10th chakra. It's above your earth star, and this is the masculine aspect of Father, Mother, God, and it comes through the central sun. Those solar codes that will be coming in the spring equinox is that magic that helps all of nature to awaken from the slumber, from winter. And that is what it's doing, that it's awakening the cosmic Christ within you, and it is awakening the higher aspects and moving into 5th and 6th dimension frequencies for everything that exists on the planet that's ready to awaken to that next potential of their own autonomous self. So it's this magical, most beautiful, sparkling, effervescent, ever pervasive. It moves through everything, and it is carried on a multitude of various types of streams of connection through Earth, through everything that is upon Earth. And it is this quantum energy that moves through all aspects of self. It's bringing everything full circle. It's bringing you back home. It's bringing you back into the fullness of yourself at the cellular level, at the molecular level. It is connecting to all of the symbiotic life that lives within you and around you, on Earth and around Earth, in Earth and through Earth. It is allowing a deep rejuvenation and restoration of the soul, of letting go of all that has been a wound for the soul and through the heart, because the heart carries all of those soul wounds. It's a reshaping of the physical form as well. You may notice the body will begin to take a different shape as the fascia releases the trauma it's been holding and ceases its restraining the masculine and feminine. So you'll find that fascia is the big resistance in our body, right? It's what distorts our spine and our hips and in all parts of our body that pushes. It's kind of, it holds the memory of every lifetime that you've lived on Earth and the emotions that you've experienced. And so it is this melting away of the memories or traumatic memories within the fascia system, which would allow the face to relax. It allows the body to relax because there isn't that tenseness and tightness and calluses that have built up lifetime after lifetime. It's a clearing of your lineage as well, and not just your lineage, but the divine feminine lineage and the divine masculine lineage. And everybody carries both of these polarities within them. And it is, it's different for every single soul. Not everybody is going to be moving through every aspect of this, but you'll be exactly where you need to be, receiving exactly what you need to receive. There is no hiding from the energy of Creator. There isn't anything that can impede upon that or stop it. It will find you where it needs to find you, and you will be aligned to everything you need to receive. So as we move into the energy towards the end of March, Neptune entering Aries, like I was saying before, it is there until October 22nd, and it hasn't happened since 1875, which is a very long time, right? But it is this awakening of your mystical self, your magical self, and it shifts your personal beliefs, because when you know your truth, you can't unknow your truth. It is awakening of something within you that is so integral to how you operate, your operating system, that you can't unknow your truth. And so as it becomes more evident to you and awakening within you, it really shifts your personal beliefs from those that you have been entrained with to those that are your divine, or a part of your divine blueprint, the truth of who you are, as seen from your higher self. There will be a lot more connection into our creative side, into the feminine aspect of the brain, into your intuition, and into the imagination, which will give way for a new creative art forms, new ways of experiencing your personal surroundings. So there could be new ways of building building material, new homes, new houses, new ways of living in more community, more ways, finding different ways of maintaining your energy signal and strength. So like protection against other energy fields or EMFs. There will be new ways of connecting, new resources, maybe new thought schools, new ways of people connecting socially. There will be new community programs and for social connection, new ways, new education, and new ways of understanding education, new ways of teaching and training, new ways of supporting our children that will actually, that they can teach us, because they are going to know so much more of their own innate self. They'll be teaching the teachers, but there will be new education platforms, new emergence of new jobs, or new not jobs, vocations, or new pathways of making a living, different ways of making a living, and what that actually means. New monetary systems. So there a shifting of monetary systems, new money, ways of payment for services, or ways of creating payment of services. So expansive viewpoints. There'll be a different understanding of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, a different connection into sacred geometry. There will be those who hold the sacred geometry within them that will be sharing what they know, because the sacred geometry will be awakened when the earth is transitioning into her higher form as well. It will be mirrored and awakened in the holographic structure of earth, and through those souls who carry those keys for awakening. So there's going to be people who understand the earth and some of these different a different understanding about how the earth has evolved over time, and electromagnetic fields within the earth, and how those electromagnetic fields in the earth offer a different understanding of evolution, planetary evolution, human evolution. All of that is going to be coming into the light as well. There's going to be a lot of movement in the earth under the water. I'm looking at the end of March now. As we move into April, I see a large amount of activity underwater, and it is moving all over the place. So they're showing me this is moving, starting, beginning, end of March, and then into April at some point, within a 30-day window of the end of March through end of April, let's say. They're showing me that there will be this displacement of large amounts of water as the earth is clearing the lands from, much like we clear our bodies from toxins, the earth is being cleared of toxins, clearing the the waterways, clearing the soil. The earth is going to be moving several plates. It will happen. There will be the Mediterranean Sea will be rising up. There will be an opening in the Adriatic plate, Adriatic Sea or Adriatic plate. There is near the Albanian mountains where it borders another country. There will be another a wing maker time capsule opening, and an opening into a new civilization that has not yet to be uncovered. And that is near Bosnia. Is it Bosnia? Near Albania. And there will be a great deal of water and movement around there. They're showing me several volcanoes going off in Italy and Iceland, and along the mid-Atlantic fault line, volcanoes going off there that will help to relieve the pressure off the larger multi-volcano underneath Santorini. But there will still be lots of earth movement. The other side of that is there will be in Alaska and along the west side of the North America from like Seattle, Washington, San Francisco, all the way up to the Bering Strait and Alaska, and through that whole area, the top part of the Pacific Rim, there will be several volcanoes. They're showing me the ring of fire, but the upper ring of fire, but the volcanoes, like Mount St. Helen and also Mount St. Helen. And then there are several other volcanoes within that same area that will be going off simultaneously as that earth moves and the water is displaced around the Mediterranean and Italy and that whole corridor. It will also be going around Alaska because that is like the other end. There's always the opposite that helps to bring that energy into balance, right? So that's what's happening. It's bringing the energy into balance. And that will be this March, April. There'll also be more more earthquake activity along the South America, along the Pacific side, through the Yucatan Peninsula, and then also along the Ring of Fire down towards the bottom of the Ring of Fire, Tonga, and those underwater seamounts. So what they're showing me is as these earth plates move, they also commingle with the energies of the oceans that exist underneath the plates. And those oceanic waters are still holding the sacred geometry of the plasmic energies of their divine essence. And it will then be clearing the waterways and bringing them into alignment with a higher vibrational energy that will allow different animals to exist and create cleaner waterways. This is going to continue to happen through the years to 2030 as the waters are commingled and energized with a higher vibrational frequency. There's many electromagnetic points around the Earth, not just the major North and South poles, but as the poles begin to change and realign, there will be electromagnetic anomalies that happen around Earth as a means of navigating a complete pole reversal. And those we can go into on a different video, because this one is getting very long now, and I'm very long. So we just got to the end of March, and so I think I will leave it at that. It is to remember that there is a huge, overwhelming amount of grace that is streaming in and covering our planet during this time. From the time that you're hearing this now through the month of March and April, as we move into the season of resurrection, where the white ray, the white dazzling ray of ascension is coming in, and it is for purification. It is clearing the land, it's clearing the waters. It is clearing our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. And it is preparing the way to bring in more light, more awareness, more understanding, more truth, more illumination, more discovery, more disclosure. There will be more understanding and awareness, an elevation of consciousness, new discoveries, and things that already have been discoveries. They'll just be known to everyone. There is there is going to be a surprise about our particular galaxy, about our solar system, about our place within that solar system, and what it is comprised of. There are things that have been kept hidden in very plain view, even if you have a telescope. I find that very interesting. That is going to be something that will definitely be a shock to the system for a lot of people. So there's a lot that's going to be coming in this month. And stay in a place of gratitude. Remember that everything that is happening in your reality is controlled and controllable, or is within your ability to co-create within. You can co-create within your reality with your higher Christed self and all aspects of self, to help bring you into alignment with understanding or awakening or whatever it is that you wish to experience. And so I will leave that here, because I know we have been together here for some time. And if you're still with me, thank you for being here for so long. And I wish you a most magical March. And that it brings you all of the illumination and abundance and joy that you have been desiring. And so until next time,